What's going on, dumpers and dumperoonies and new dumpers and old dumpers and medium-sized dumpers? This is the voicemail dump truck on this Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Maybe one or two dumps left in this year. We're going to be holding it in and letting it all out for you. My name is Jeff Bacalar, and I'm joined by three co-dumpers. Bailey Myers, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Jeff Bacalar?
I'm doing okay. I've got a couple of things I need to get off my chest at the top here. But first, we will say hello to Jeff Grubb.
Howdy. We were talking about where you keep your keys. I keep mine in this man purse, which I realize makes me look like Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover, which is, I think, the peak of style.
Yeah.
You're right. It was all downhill after that, for sure. Jan Ochoa, looking like he is about to be blessed in some capacity. How are you?
I'm doing great. I found my orange beanie. I haven't found it in forever. I'm a big fan of knit beanies. Not a big fan of autofocus, though.
No.
Yeah, autofocus can be finicky, especially when you're in a room that looks like it's sitting on the surface of the sun, possibly compromising that technology. But we'll find out.
It's straight
It looks
fog
like you're
out
inside
there.
of a refrigerator.
Well, folks that don't know, the fridge that used to be behind me, I've decided to just move into it.
Nice.
Oh.
Very cool, yeah.
It's like that level in Army Men, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It really resonated with me as a youth.
The room you're in is what Ben Starr saw, for
Yes.
sure.
Yep. He actually just saw me here, and I was like, Ben.
He's still sitting there in that auditorium, by the way, still blinded by the light, waiting for his retinas to adjust.
It's so hard to find the exit there in the best of circumstances. So I get it.
Oh God. How's everyone doing coming off the hangover that was the Game Awards and the Real Game Awards, our game of the year? How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
I feel terrible because I went from like, oh, cool, I get to see everyone. Let's all hang out. And now it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just cold here now, and I'm
back
by
in
myself.
Isolation. Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Did it feel like it went fast? You know, when you go on trips, you're like, oh, that was fast. That felt like a snap of the fingies, huh?
yeah. I was ready for like an obscene amount of shenanigans, possibly getting janceled, and none of that happened.
Nope.
We had
I know.
shenanigans.
Well, shenanigans, but like, it's the shenanigans I had built up in my head,
Sure.
Oh, there's a much better way to describe what we're going through, Jan. We called it something, but what it's really called is post-party depression.
And really, that's the worst
Thank-
kind of thing that sounds like that, really,
Yes.
is having to deal with post-party depression.
Yeah, it was Todd
We have
Howard
it
in our
pretty
chat.
bad, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like depressed. It's just like there's a come down. There's a come down, Focus on the down, for sure. Not
Right,
the first
yes.
part. So as I talk to you fine people, I look out my window and I see the mail truck. And I just need to get something, just need to like talk this out because, we all go through meaningless bullshit in our lives that really doesn't affect us in the grand scheme of things. But for the first time ever, my good friends, I've had something get lost in the mail, like officially lost in the mail. And it wasn't anything. It wasn't just a little thing. It was something very near and dear to my heart. It was a keyboard, guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
How are you going to recover from this?
How am I
Was it-
ever going
was
to
it like a-
financially recover from this?
Was it like a whole keyboard? Just a part
Was
of the
it-
keyboard?
Was it one of the only times you ever bought like a cheap one or?
Did
No.
you get the insurance?
Was it a piano keyboard?
I'm a
Okay.
grown man. That's what I
So-
think about.
Right. Of course. You and I both thought the same exact thing. Now I'm trying to understand who is on the hook here. Okay.
Well, if you
Because
bought the insurance, the United States Postal Service is on the hook.
they're on the hook regardless. Okay. Even if you don't. So I've gotten to know my
I'm
postmaster
gonna
in the last
John
couple days.
Wick the United States Postal Service was the tone I got from that.
No. They're like I've been speaking to the person at my local post office a lot the last 4 days. We've kind of developed a bit of a friendship, if you could call it that.
A rapport.
Yeah, and he's been like, "Oh no, this is our bad." He's like, "This is definitely our bad. Now, here's the problem, okay? One of the things I got, so there's 2 packages that have gone missing. One is like kind of insignificant, not a ton of money, and I'm just sort of like, whatever. Dealing with this fucking moronic eBay seller is a pain in my ass already, so I might just like eat the $50 and whatever. But the keyboard is not $50, and the sender's being amicable for the most part. Like, it's a vendor, it's not some schmo, it's like a store. But like, we're trying to understand who is on the hook here. And it's my understanding that regardless of like what happens, the sender is always on the hook. Like, even if
it was through eBay?
So eBay, well, no, one was a store. The eBay one was through eBay, and they're being kind of a dick about it. They're sort of like, well, so here I'm burying the lead. The problem with this is that the tracking on both of these things shows delivered and at my address. Right. Oh. So like, that's the thing. So everyone's like, oh, you didn't get it. Well, what am I looking at? I'm looking at delivered in your mailbox. Who's at fault here? Like, this is on you. So what I had to do was get in touch with the post office. And apparently, this is cool. I didn't know this. The post office has GPS that tracks the route of every car.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And they can tell when GPS, like when something's scanned as delivered,
they can cross-reference it.
They can cross-reference. So if they're in like the cone of accuracy, right, that radius of accuracy, and it's scanned, odds are it got scanned near you. But what my postmaster told me, that it was scanned, but not near my house.
Yeah.
Plot thickens, does it not?
It does.
Right?
It's so thick right now.
So like, that's fine, but none of that information is fucking on the tracking thing. So I have to then like go to all these people that I bought this shit from and be like, no, you don't understand. Here's what really happened. So it's shitty. It was, I don't know what else to do. I don't believe anybody stole this, because I don't think that happened. This was it was definitely in the mailbox. It's a big mailbox. I don't think people go around and just randomly open up mailboxes to steal letters.
So, do you think it just walked away on its own?
It was never there, right?
It was never there, because the GPS is showing that it was not scanned near my house. So it's not even like, I was just looking at chat, people saying like, oh, it's stolen. Like, it could be stolen, but it was stolen somewhere else, if that's the case. And it fucking blows. And I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Again, these are problems of
New Jersey,
of keyboard
Jersey
problems,
yeah.
and not serious problems. But yeah, I just
I think you're just stay on the seller of the store. They can give you the money back, and then they can go to the postal service and get money back from them. And that's not your problem anymore. Just get your money back from the store.
But we're all in agreement that in no way does this fall on my responsibility.
No, I think this is your fault.
Way more than you should.
Bailey, don't do this, because I'm going to listen to you and you're going to be like, oh, but Bailey said, Bailey had a point.
No, I think you did this to yourself, and you just want attention, and you got it. Congrats.
Well done. Girl, sob story back, Lord Jesus.
I feel like I caught a stray, and I'm not even involved in this. just used to being berated.
Oh, someone's missing a poster from the store. I'm sorry. I didn't do that either. Actually, that is on us. We'll give you your money back. Yeah, wait, so I had that reaction, so everyone else should have that reaction for me.
Yeah, you should get your money back, for sure.
Fucking annoying, man.
Well,
what the fuck? Why is the
except
mail?
for what Bailey said. That's, again, a good point from her.
I didn't factor that into the consideration,
And then the other thing I want to talk about, which is maybe there's a lot more mean. It's definitely
cool.
mean. And we're gonna have a laugh at it. I think. I think it's okay to laugh at this.
I hope it's not about me.
I think it's okay to laugh at this.
Boy.
All right. You tell me. Last night I went to my child's chorus.
Oh
Sure.
no. Okay.
And he sang with a group of like 40 kids. It was cute, right? And then they're like, yo, we've also got more stuff for you tonight. We've got a string band, an advanced string band.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this is the advanced people. Like, oh, this is like this is like not standard. This is like the people who've made it to
Advanced.
step up, right?
Yes.
Like you're
Yeah.
advanced. You went out of your way to describe it as advanced.
Uh-huh.
So like, oh, the first rendition we'll be doing is, I don't remember what it was called. The conductor's like, oh, you know, these kids have been practicing for 4 months. This is their big recital. Like they've been coming in twice a week, really early in the morning. I can't stress how much these kids have been practicing. And you're like, shit, I respect
Here we
that.
go.
Like that's commitment. Like I'm jazzed to hear what these celloists and violinists and violists and all these kids are about to do in this string
wait,
band. Like,
what's
let's
that?
go.
What's a violist? Is that just a violinist?
I think plays the
it's
viola.
like-
It's
the
a
cousin
Viola
of-
Davis.
The fuck is
Uh,
a viola?
It's the cousin. It's the cousin of the
It's-
violin.
It's a slightly bloated violin.
It's like something in between a cello and a violin.
Is
I
this
think.
new?
I don't know.
It's like a Spanish violin. You go, ole, viole, like that sort of thing.
Oh,
okay.
that. Exactly that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get it. You get it.
So you got cellists, you got violinists, violists. It doesn't matter. Conductor goes, okay, clap, 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 ready, and I'm, and like puts his arms up, and it's just like, like it is unlistenable. It is so fucking, and like
They're advanced because they put them over there ahead of them, so they don't have to hear them anymore. You guys advance ahead of us. We don't want to hear these musicians ever again.
when I tell you. For 3 minutes, they did 4 songs, you guys. For 3 minutes each.
Ooh,
Not for
that's
5
awesome.
seconds was there like tune. There was never like instinct. It was all just like it was like dying cats in the fucking alleyway. And I just like I look at Stace right away, and like I'm just such a fucking kid. I'm like, I'm looking at her and I get my eyes all big and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking laugh. I'm gonna laugh. You have to stop me. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh real bad. What do I do? What do I do? And then I look at the program and all it says is advanced, advanced, advanced. And I'm just like, this is not advanced. It was rough, you guys. It was really hard.
Did anyone laugh?
Dude, so I got a buddy, like one of Dib's best friend's dads was like across the way, and I'm sitting front row too, you guys, and I'm just like, I was like bubbling. I probably looked like Tim Robinson, like all getting all red and shit. And I'm looking at him, and he's like, he texts me, goes, "Why did you just make eye contact with me?" It was bad, but I fucking did it. I kept my cool, and I just started thinking of like other stuff, like
Baseball.
I was like, how do I get comedy sober? How do we get comedy sober? I need to think of like hockey, exactly, baseball.
Eating a sandwich outside the rink.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm in a different spot right now. I'm not this. Nothing's funny about this. This is dead serious. It was rough. It was rough, you guys.
Wow, I'm glad you survived. Did you get your money back from the shitty band?
I was sort of like, this is what we pay taxes for.
You're right. It could be better.
Oh man, it was rough. It was real rough, but it was fun. We had a good time. You gotta make fun,
I didn't like my doctor. Can I talk about this?
Please do.
I feel bad about this too.
This sucked. It was like, I had my first doctor's appointment since I moved to Ohio. I put it off because I put off things, and I'm like, okay, finally I'm going to do it. And there was a bunch of numbers in the app you use for through our work to be like, okay, you could find healthcare, and it's like it was the same number for all these doctors. So I'm like, I'll just call there and ask if they have a doctor that's open. They're like, yeah, go to this guy. I get there, and he never once actually talked about me the entire time. Like, never really asked me anything about like what would help me. There was no interest in that. He literally 5 different times just started reciting statistics about the average American for every little problem. Hey, did you guys know that 1 in 5 people don't use, or only 1 in 5 people use their CPAP machine? Okay, what does that have to do with me? I need one. I don't give a shit about other people. What does this mean?
What? Why would he just offer to tell you that?
Because he was like, this is why it's hard to get insurances to cover this, because they know that no one's actually going to use it. I'm okay. Again, just not my problem. I don't care about any of this. Every single thing was like, here's why that's probably not going to work. And I'm just, what the fuck? I was so mad. I wanted to beat up my doctor. I wanted to actually fight him.
You should have.
I should have.
This person's not going to be your doctor anymore.
Oh no,
we've
yeah, no way.
decided.
I'm gonna go see Daddy Minotti. That's where I'm going from now on.
Are you really? I think that's a great idea.
I thought about it. It's far away, but like if I don't need to go to the doctor that often. I should.
No, but I think it's important finding a person who cares.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
And my recent experience with doctors is most of them don't care. Like I'll bring up things like, hey, I would like this problem to be addressed in some way. And then I leave being like, oh wait, they didn't give me anything for this. I just talked about, it's like, I just told a friend something and they're like, cool story, bro. And I left. So it's like, man, I'm kind of getting disillusioned with doctors a little bit.
Man.
It's probably time to find someone I actually can deal with.
I should have switched my doctor a long time ago because pre-pandemic I went in for a check-in, and you know how they have you fill out a questionnaire beforehand, at least some places, right?
Yeah.
And my doctor's going through the list, and she's like, I think you might be depressed. And then just continues on with the rest of the checkup. And then the rest of the checkup is like, yeah, go down to the second floor to get blood work. And then I'm like, hey, what about that first thing you said?
Yeah.
How
do gloss over that?
How do I fix that? Can you at least prescribe me the cool cough medicine so I can mix it with Sprite and deal with it? No? Cool.
It was like really like we're talking. I'm like talking about snoring and the sleep apnea. He's like, have you tried losing weight? I'm like, yeah, but it's really hard to lose weight when you can't sleep. And it was just like, so vegetables are what you want to be eating. And I literally was about to snap. I'm like, bitch, you think I don't know about vegetables? What are we doing here, man? I'm 40 years old. You think you're teaching me about vegetables?
Who am I, Dan Reichert?
Yeah, it was bad. That was rough stuff for me. So
was your doctor my
Sorry
doctor?
that happened.
Yeah.
Was your doctor Dr. Nick from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Oh, he would have given him drugs at least.
Yeah, at least, yes.
I think
they did fill a prescription for me, so I'm on a new med for ADHD, and you guys are getting that first blast of it today. So let's see how it goes.
It's cool. I appreciate that. I think you should try and either go to Dr. Minotti for sure, or
That guy's not going to recommend a vegetable.
He's like apples. Apples.
Hey, Jeff. I don't know what Dr. Minotti sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just an old Italian man. Hold on.
He's like, I think what you need is a week in Disney World. That'll clear you right up. I really do think you should get like recommendations from people you trust, maybe people you met in town. I think that's what helped me, especially because like, you go online and you're just getting funneled into like the path of least resistance. And it's just like, and all those doctor recommendations, those have all been compromised. Like there's nothing really there that we can rely on, I think, other than like the people you trust. Like find the healthiest person and talk to them.
Also, I think it's I'm gonna get into my sexist era. I don't want to go to a white male doctor anymore. They didn't have to work as hard as everyone else to get to that position, and you could tell. And that's what this guy was. He was just like, I could be a complete dick and completely aloof, and I'm still gonna be fine. And like, every woman doctor I've ever had, you could tell they had to work so hard to get there that it's like they're caring in like every way. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going from now on, lady doctors. I'll go to a nurse practitioner. I'm done with these dudes.
I mean, it's really difficult to argue with you. Very difficult. Very difficult to argue. All right, let us know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sorry that happened, man. That's very frustrating, especially when it comes to your health. Right?
I mean, we know that dudes are trash.
Yeah. So reconfirmed.
Okay. One more story about my bad doctor. I was telling her like, I'm hella tired all the time. Like I just don't feel good. Feel like my memory fucking sucks. And then instead of having me take a sleep test, which wound up being the cause of everything, and that is something I just did on my own, she was like, have you tried taking ginseng? Like, what the fuck? Why would I take ginseng?
Jan, what kind of doctor was this?
It was at Kaiser.
Wow. That's crazy. Having a regular doctor recommend to you homeopathy.
Yeah.
And not even homeopathy.
There's a lot of ginseng in there.
That is literally a doctor looking you in the eyes and saying, I think you're making this up.
Well, a lot of medical professionals I see think I make things up.
Oh,
it's fine. I'm not talking about the therapist I had that one time. It's fine. It's cool. It's chill. It's what? No.
Look, everyone, we're doing okay. Okay, we're doing okay.
Bailey, what's wrong? Are
it's
you all right?
December.
Is everything cool with you, Bales? Are you doing all right?
I haven't been to the doctor in years. No complaints.
Well, you don't really have to start going until you're like 35. So that's
Cool.
wrong. Do not do that.
That's
You
like
should go
10
every
year
away.
I'm good.
I feel like
Dope.
going
That's some bullshit.
going once a year, right? That's like a move. I had a friend who was maybe like 37 until he started going. Just like, when was the last time you were there? He's like, my 20s, I guess. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, last doctor I saw was a pediatrician. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's fucked up. All right, let's pivot our way into the voicemails. After all, this is a voicemail show. 707 exit flu is our telephone number. We had a lot in the queue, I'm assuming, since we were gone for a week, and Jen has curated a list of voicemails. And to get things off and moving, let's turn to our own Jeff Grubb.
Yeah, let's go with 4 of those guys.
Can you imagine how much funnier the Three Stooges could have been if there was 4 of those guys? Would have been wild.
It's true.
I think this all the time. Yeah, this is. I mean, it's just basic math at a
Right?
certain point.
We thought we were
arithmetic.
we thought we were cool with 3 on the podcast, and we're like,
Yeah.
let's get a 4th person, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Really adds to it.
Tough logic to argue with, right? Like 4's definitely more than 3.
I just Googled it and I was like, was there a 4th stooge? Because in my brain, I feel like there was. Not only was there a 4th stooge, there were 6 stooges.
Well, they
No.
didn't they die from various knickknacks and whatnot? And
Yeah, that was back before any sort of medicine. So
there's no helmets. Like everything
no
was real.
helmets.
I'm just saying,
The
maybe
concussion
4
protocol
was the
on
number that would have
Hollywood's-
saved their
yeah.
lives.
This is
Yeah,
unrelated
maybe.
to anything, but like my partner flipped on Harry Potter last night. She was like
Okay.
doing some arts and crafts with a friend for her class, for her students. And then like I'm sitting there, like I'm building a shelf and I'm like watching this movie and I'm like, I used to really like this series as a kid, but everyone in this fucking universe is dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. Hey, brooms.
Hermione is dumb.
No, Hermione's the only fine one.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know.
Yo, they have a class where they teach people to use a broom, and then a kid immediately breaks his arm. Fucking throw a helmet onto these kids, you know? Fucking give them like an elbow brace or some shit like that.
I think it makes sense. It's like every time they use magic, it like causes a little bit of brain damage. That would explain most of Harry
That
Potter.
explains a lot. Man, and there was just other shit as I was watching. I'm like, wizards are stupid. I'm so glad I'm not a wizard. Anyway, sorry for.
I never understood the appeal of any of that, but it's not for me.
I liked it at the time a lot. Now it's
Yo,
like, oh boy.
you could make a spell about anything, and then never mind.
And, like they all have endless powers.
Yeah, there's no like power limit. There's no like, oh no, I ran out of wizard juice.
We were talking about the Three Stooges. Why were we talking about the Flintstones out west?
Oh.
Minotti, of course.
No.
Oh.
Because of
someone
Minotti.
mentioned, someone mentioned that they think about something every day. And then I was like, that made me think about how Mike says every day he thinks about the Flintstones. Every day. And then he's a little bit surprised somehow that no one else is thinking about the Flintstones as much as him. And I'm just like, homie, it's old as hell now. People aren't thinking about the Flintstones anymore. I'm sorry, brother.
It is.
Does
old as
explain
hell.
why he shouts yabba dabba doo every time he drives a car.
That's just from his heart. That's just from the soul. Yeah.
That's how he starts the car.
That's how it works. You use your phone, he uses the bird that he pulls by the tail.
Right. And then he does little pitter patter feet on the ground. Gets going.
When he said that, though, I was like, oh man, that's the most perfect Minotti sentence ever. Like, we've heard it all, but not that.
He like was coming back from the bathroom, just like, Mike, how do you think about the Flintstones? Every day is how he says it. It's like, yeah, okay.
He's just like so matter of fact about it. He's
Yep.
like, oh, I'm glad you asked. Every day,
Mhm.
it turns out.
He's
Christ.
so funny because at the same time he can be like this, but so polite. Because
Oh yeah.
we were about to go grab like that late dinner, and he was like, "Well, I don't want to leave until I say hi and bye to Tam and Lucy." I'm like,
He
oh,
really,
okay, Mike, we'll
he
wait.
is an incredible sweetheart.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Like that's what he's got going for him. That waved bye-bye to someone a long time ago, someone else a long time. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people pit these two guys against each other, but like Minotti's just a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's just the nicest man. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of remarkable how nice he is.
It is. It almost.
I
doesn't
didn't
make
think
sense.
about
Let's
it.
cancel
Now
him.
that I think about it. Yeah, let's get rid of this sucker.
Wow.
Yeah. Just keep his
Okay.
dad. I need a doctor.
His dad's not canceled. Anyone
Yeah.
but his dad.
Yeah, save his dad.
All right, Bailey, you're up.
Ooh, okay. I want to go 2 soups.
2 soups.
What's up, Dumpos? It's Dylan from Northeast Ohio here.
Hey, Dylan.
If you could take 2 soups and just mix them together to make a new soup, what 2 soups would you want to eat and mix together? Love you. Bye.
I think this is a good thought experiment.
This is-
Dylan
okay.
called in about this 3 times.
Okay, Dylan's
okay.
right. Dylan knew how fire his question was.
Yeah, this is a
Like,
good one.
hear me out. Follow me on this. Matzo ball soup, hot and sour soup.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
I
raise
I was
you-
struggling to think of soups other than tomato and chicken noodle. So
You gotta
clearly my-
expand.
I got to get
All
out of my comfort zone there.
Hear me out. Okay, I'm taking a gamble here. I'll see your matzo ball concoction, and I'll raise you matzo ball soup and French onion soup.
Ooh,
okay.
I would fuck with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think we
would.
did something there.
I mean, we know we have the Lipton onion soup mix sitting around the house. Like, let's fucking party. Let's go.
I'm like smiling. That's how excited I am about what I just said.
You come up with a very good idea.
Someone should do that. Like there should be a restaurant in either New York or LA that is going to do that.
McDonald's.
See, there's a bar in LA that will do like ramen with a matzo ball in it, and I'm like, that's fine, but that feels very like a lot of carbs to me, and it's not like transforming the matzo ball.
Right. That's where I'm at. I'm like, oh, cream of chicken and chicken and stars. Like, no, that's
No,
just the
it's
same
not.
thing.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that's all I got over here, though.
Oh man, my head is rolling right now. My God.
You know what you reminded me of is when Nick Cage takes over John Travolta's body. It's just like, yeah, I'm taking this baby for a ride. That's what you're acting like right now.
Bailey, they wound up watching Face Off.
I'm so mad because I was assured that Face Off was not happening, and so I left.
It only so much of it happened for me before I went to Betty Bye. Mike stayed up because it's the first time he saw it. He couldn't stop. And
I've
then
never
Dan
seen
put Sweet and
it.
Sour
I
in
was
his
so
salad.
excited.
Oh, you
I
haven't
was
seen it either?
excited. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's
This
the
is
only
where the
reason
heart
Bailey
comes
came
from.
back.
It's on Prime Video. We should just do a film in 40s of it.
It's true.
I was too busy
Another
recovering
one.
from the events of Godzilla that day, so I don't know if I
Bailey,
have the movie in me anyway. I
think
can only
you
see
need-
movies in 40x now.
Bailey, I think you need to talk about this.
I saw Godzilla. I saw it twice in a row. I saw it once on that Saturday with Jenny in 40x, and then the next day I saw it with my sister the normal way on a normal screen in seats that don't move. And do you
then
know
didn't
what?
feel anything.
I actually cried on the second one when I was like watching the movie. I'm like, wow, yeah, I get it now. Like, 'cause when my roommate had seen the movie, she was like, "You're gonna cry. It's so emotional." And the first time I saw it, I was like, I didn't cry a fucking second because I was too busy surviving being attacked by Godzilla. Actually, I can't relate to these characters when I'm getting flung this way and that way. Oh my God, it was the worst time of my entire life. I couldn't recommend it more highly.
That is the most bananas movie you could do in 40x, I think.
I think the only movie you can really see in 40x where it makes sense is like a Fast and the Furious
Fast
movie.
and Furious.
Yeah, that's what I
You want to
said.
feel like, the power slide or whatever. Sure, yeah.
But no, it's a haunting portrayal of the effects of nuclear war in Japan. And they're like, we're going to make you rock like you're on the ocean.
Well, yeah. Well, this chair can make you feel like a kamikaze pilot.
Oh
What?
my
No.
God.
What are you talking about, movie? Yeah.
The entire movie, the main character is like, damn, I wish I had killed myself. And the chair is like, absolutely right. Punch you in the kidneys.
Yeah.
Great movie, though.
Oh,
Great
they-
movie.
they-
Glad I turned the
Powerful
water
stuff.
spray off.
They shouldn't let you eat food in that theater.
No, the guy
They
in front of
do?
me had nachos. That should have been illegal. They should have refused to sell them to him.
What the fuck? I didn't realize they let you eat.
Yeah, it was
There's
bad.
no rules in 40X. You can do whatever you want.
I've
man.
never been to one. I'm never
It's-
going to do it either. I'm
It's a
just saying.
nightmare.
The way you said it originally, I've never been to one. I'm like, Bacalar, don't fucking act like you're ever going to do this. I'm glad you corrected the record.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no possible way. Like,
I think it's good to do it one time just to know.
We'll spring it on them. Well, next time
Yeah.
we're all together, we'll go
Yeah.
to the movie and not tell Bacalar until we're there that it's 40X.
Because that's what happened to me with Godzilla. I bought the tickets not realizing.
Yeah.
I saw the ticket price and went, that's 2 tickets. It wasn't. And went in and got flung around more than I've ever been flung around on any amusement park ride. It was crazy.
There
it was
was-
crazy. You're supposed to be sad after, spoiler alert, Godzilla attacks Tokyo. And I'm like, I'm not sad. I feel relief because I survived that.
Well, that's a kind of emotion.
Bailey, I
Win,
think there
right?
was space in our theater. I think he could have just joined us.
Yeah, you could have.
Okay, well, then Fandango was gatekeeping. So it was like, no, we want you to have this very different experience instead.
I
You
like the
should've
idea
just-
of like getting to 40X theater with Bacalar not knowing. And he's like, why are you buckling me in? Just me going over there to buckle him into the chair.
I mean, over the shoulder restraints. I felt
is
unsafe.
there really? There's like 4
No,
point
there's
harness?
no restraints. There's
Oh,
none. There's the
nothing?
opposite of anything.
I'm sorry. Like, I cannot believe this is a real thing. Like,
It's crazy.
Anytime,
There was smell-o-vision.
Yes.
Do you know what Godzilla smells like? Barbecue. That's what the movie theater says.
It
The
is the
Shanny boy
most-
in chat says, I saw Rogue One in 40X and Jen shaking her dead father shook the seat.
There's a part in Godzilla where the main character is at a funeral. You are, as the audience, supposed to be crying. And I know because I was crying the next day, like I was supposed to, like a little audience member. But the first day, I was like relieved from having survived the attack on Tokyo. I'm at the funeral, like I'm just glad I'm alive. And then he like rides up to something on a motorcycle, and the chair went ka-thunk when he got off the motorcycle. I was like, you have no time to feel any real emotions when you are watching a movie like it's a roller coaster. It doesn't work.
who
Doesn't
designs that? Who's like keyframing everything
Oh, just
behind
some
the scenes?
kid.
Some fucking pervert.
Yeah.
I see.
True
That's what bothers me. Like, oh, imagine. Like, I was like, oh, maybe the director like has a vision for
No
40X,
way.
and like
No.
maybe there's a whole thing that they curate, and then you think about it, and you're like, oh wait, there's no way that's a thing, and then like I'd be like, no, I don't want anyone seeing this movie this way. Why is this happening? Fuck, that sucks, man.
You guys did look very frazzled when we saw you later.
Yeah, we had
Dizzy.
been
They were dizzy.
through it.
Yeah.
Every time Godzilla chomped a man, the seat chomped me in the back.
Just
I'm
nice.
like, I get it. It probably hurts.
So fucking stupid.
Chair
Oh
just
god.
kidney punching you. That's
It's
fantastic.
ridiculous. I'm not trying to pass a stone. I don't need this.
You could have
We're
taken
doing
Dan's
great.
seat.
What's up?
You could have taken
do-
Dan's seat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
you
have just
just
put
went-
him on the floor.
He would not have been able to fall asleep in my screening of Godzilla.
Yeah,
I'll tell
should've
you that.
swapped.
Yeah. He goes and sees Godzilla 40X with Jenny. I see it normal with you guys. We all meet up later and compare notes.
We can't leave Jenny with Dan Riker. We have
No.
to spare her something.
Yeah.
No. I would actually be into this.
Okay, you're right. That'd be a fun one.
It'd be
I
a
feel
fun
like we'd
cultural
become
exchange.
unexpected best friends. I
Yeah,
feel like
almost certainly.
I feel like she'd dump me and be like, "Here we go." Not
Mhm.
like friend dump, you know. She'd be like, "I don't want to start a rumor about myself on the internet."
No,
she'd,
let's
like, friend
go.
dump me and be like, "I replaced you with this weirdo I met." Yeah,
He
that's
makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
And that's for shoot.
He has some good points.
She'll have them on a list and everything. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Can't endorse this. All right, Jen, you're up.
I don't remember any of these. Last final.
Good morning, 3 a.m., folks. This is Toby in Petaluma. It's 3 a.m., and I just
Nice.
turned in my last final of the
Oh, yeah.
semester. I'm pretty tired right now. I've got this cat in my lap that wants me to come to bed. That's not a euphemism, and that's what I'm going to do. So stay warm, be safe, have fun. Love ya.
Love you too.
Congrats on finishing your finals
Yeah,
Yeah.
good job.
and having a cat.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
lap,
that's
if you know what
that's
I
hard.
mean. Yeah.
That's hard to do. Yeah, good job with the cat.
It's so hard to own a cat.
Yeah, I guess like I don't even understand like what is like what do you mean you're done with your finals and like what is that? Like
So
They
what, like
turned
Yeah.
it in.
some people
Well,
like
like-
turn in finals projects,
yeah, I
right?
didn't
That's
have
probably
that.
what,
Yeah.
I
what
don't
they
think
mean.
I had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like
you
a
probably took
paper.
tests, right? Like you probably took like finals tests.
Yeah, I think I
I
had
know.
tests and like
Did you never write a fucking paper?
No, absolutely wrote a paper. Oh, is that what this person was describing? Like writings?
A
Sounds like it.
project of sorts.
Yeah, definitely papers, definitely like video projects that I would have to hand in for sure. Seemed
Some-
like
Some
Are you
classes
all-
aren't conducive to a final exam
Sure.
and are more of
Sure,
a
sure.
final
Right.
thing you have to finish and hand in.
An assessment.
Sure, no.
A project.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay. Well, just wondering, just getting it.
Sounds
getting
like
it all
bullshit
out
to
there.
me. It sounds like y'all got scammed. Don't go to school,
Yeah.
kids.
Schools for suckers.
Yeah,
It really
for
it
suckers.
absolutely is. Yes.
How are you all feeling about like, oh, we're getting to the end of the year? Do you guys have a little bit of like senioritis? Do you have a little bit of oh yeah, hey, we just got our finals. We did our live show that kind of felt like a finals in a way, and now we can wrap it up in a sort of coast to the end of the year.
I
can tell already.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna-
nice.
yeah.
I wish I could do that.
I'm gonna start talking to my friends again. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
interesting.
not
Yeah.
even this group, right? Like this group's fine. Just
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
talking to other people around this
Oh yeah.
general
yeah.
business. There's a lot of people checked out.
You know
A lot
what?
of
I
people are
feel
checked
feel
out.
really dumb because like I got back on the plane on Sunday, landed here, and then I was like, I could use a vacation in LA. It's pretty close.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait a minute, I just came from there.
Yeah, but you weren't on vacation, were you?
Well, you know,
Depends on how you look at it.
you
Yeah.
know. I slept in a hotel.
That's true.
That's vacation adjacent.
You got up every day at 5 a.m. So
That's what I do on vacation.
I
To mix it up.
I can't sleep in, y'all. I feel like I'm broken.
Nah, there's something about those beds that really agreed with me. I was
really?
Was it
oh
the
yeah,
tea
I
bags?
was out like a light. It was the tea bags and all the sugar cubes in my pillowcases. Was that part of the charm
Yeah.
of
So Mike, we went to the potty, and then Dan immediately stands up, like, "All right, how am I going to fuck with him?" And I just like, at this point, I was so done. I was trying to treat Dan like I treat my kids when they're throwing a tantrum, like no selling everything, which I did try to do when he was like tying my shoes together, and that didn't work because Bacalar and Mike were both like, "Oh my God, Jeff, he's getting your shoes, guys." I'm like, "Guys, please just chill. He's gonna get the reaction he wants," but it doesn't stop him anyhow because he just went to the coffee machine. He's like, "All right, I got a bunch of paper shit," and just stuffed it in Mike's pillows. And yeah,
To
he
be
wasn't
fair,
too-
I was gonna say, to be fair, my reaction was less that and more like, Dan, you're such a fucking asshole.
yeah,
Like that.
Okay, yes, that too. Yes, yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Oh God. There's way too many of those moments this trip, I gotta say. I think we hit the quota for that.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
Mikey.
Whoa, wait a second. Your audio's coming out of my PlayStation 5 controller for some reason.
What
What are you
fucking-
doing?
I'll be right back. This didn't work.
You sound fine.
What the hell?
He like shockmastered himself. He like tripped.
Tried to do a big entrance, fell flat on his face, excused himself immediately. You know, you have to respect it.
How are we coming
you-
out of his PlayStation? I don't understand.
I
that.
really don't even
Just
get
live in
what
there.
happened there. Yeah.
Testing.
Oh,
Hello. Yeah.
What's
I
up,
heard my
Mike?
name mentioned vaguely. So I just came in here to yell about.
I think
some
we did say it
Sega.
3 times. So
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. This is like content from earlier today, but Jeff, Jan, you ignorant sluts. Power Stone was Capcom, not Sega. And Jan, that Vector Man game for PlayStation 2 was canceled. It never came out. I'm sorry I'm like this. I can't do anything about it.
Kick him
Hi,
out.
goodbye.
Kick him out.
Oh, I thought he was gonna add something to like the current conversation.
No, him add something to what we're talking about?
no.
We
I'm
should
like,
have let
none
him.
of this
Nada.
is relevant to me. I wasn't there for that conversation.
Yeah.
I always get a
fault.
kick when someone does call me a dumb slut, though. So
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
why we do it, Jan.
thank you. Helps me feel
Yep.
The
alive.
love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go. I don't
I thought you
want to
meant
do
you
this.
were gonna
but-
leave. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye now.
Bye,
Alright.
Jeff.
You can do that?
Guess it's just us.
I guess we'll do a Gonzo hole.
Oh, good.
Say you're out with your friends and things get a little crazy and you find yourself in a less than reputable location and you look over in the corner
and you see a Gonzo hole, what do you put in it? Love you, bye.
Thank
All
you,
right,
caller.
I got some. Maybe I don't
Oh,
want to Google this. Is that a glory hole?
I assume it's a glory hole.
No,
That's
no,
an
no,
insane
no.
thing to call it.
No. That's
Okay.
all
What is
y'all's
it?
mind in the gutter.
Jen, the professor. What would you like to?
Jen knows what a Gonzo hole
I
is.
Googled Gonzo hole and I'm not getting a lot of results.
No.
This-
See, it's because no one
Your safe
remembers.
search is on.
We were talking about this during the Game Awards when we were presented with Gonzo's Mind Place. The
Right.
chicken was sticking its head through the hole, and then I think myself, maybe Nikki, pointed, laughed, and went, Gonzo hole.
Oh,
I'm so
I
glad
see.
you and I had the same idea for that Mind Place joke.
Drift
by the way.
compatible, baby.
Fuck yeah! This entire trip.
I would
So
probably.
that's what it is.
I'm assuming that's actually what a shoot Gonzo hole is.
It's
well,
literally
then you put
the
Gonzo
whole.
in it.
Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
put a chicken in it.
Or like a chicken's head through it, you know?
Or
Oh,
chicken.
if you put a chicken in it, that's going to be a good time for Gonzo.
Everyone's
on the other
gonna
side there.
love that.
Yes.
I'm having trouble believing Gonzo hole is not already a thing.
Well,
But yeah, you are just describing a really specific kind of glory hole.
No, it's a
Right.
very wide hole though. Like that, the Gonzo hole.
Okay,
at the
chickens
Game
are
Awards
fat.
was-
What do you want?
No, I'm saying like it was big enough to fit like a bowling ball through. Like I feel like
Have you seen how big a chicken is?
no, for sure. We're arguing about agreeing now.
Good. I love
you.
that for us. Fuck this.
That's
Fuck
where
this
we're
whole
at
thing.
here. That is where we are at.
Good.
I'd probably put like an animal in there, other than a chicken,
Mm,
just like
Yeah.
a cat or something.
cat would not like that.
Nah, cats love like little enclosed spaces. They probably
Yeah,
curl up and
cats
go to
love
sleep.
being fucked with. I've found.
I
You
would,
know?
I would present a rotisserie chicken. Just see what
Mm.
happens.
Sure.
Mm. Could go for one of those right
I would put a lot of wet gum.
hmm
Oh,
Expired medication.
Ooh, good.
Sure.
Ginseng. Just a bunch of it.
Mm, mhm.
My kid
Could have
discovered
a
the other
rock
day.
hard Gonzo hole.
Ew. I was gonna say my kid discovered the other day that people put gum places.
Oh, no.
Like you don't you forget you learn that at some point in your childhood. You're like, wait a minute. People are taking the gum out of their mouth and they're just putting it wherever they want.
Yeah,
That's how
like
they're
a bunch
getting
of
rid of it.
fucking animals.
Yeah.
Did-
who-
I just
who
swallowed
does
it when
that?
I was a kid.
He just realized, but it didn't occur to him first to be like, I have gum in my mouth. Does he chew gum ever?
Yeah, he chews gum sometimes.
And it never occurred to him to be like, I'm gonna put this somewhere because I'm a bad person.
No, he was always just like, Dad, can I get you have something I can spit the gum out in?
I think that's pretty cool. That's a good sign.
That's a good kid.
You know?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
a
he
good
would-
kid.
And then he like, I guess he was at like we were at a diner or something, and he like dropped a napkin and he disappeared for a second, right? He's just like, and then he's like, there's gum down here. There's all kinds of gum stuck on the booth underneath this thing. I'm like, yeah, people are monsters, and they
That's so
fucking
terrible.
do that. And they
'Cause
fucking,
Kids go through that like phase of like being really into like rules and like the rules of things, and like to see that much gum where it doesn't belong really shatters that illusion that everyone else cares about the rules too. Really rockets them into an adolescence that they weren't necessarily ready for.
it ages them.
Yeah.
It absolutely ages them. I almost wanted to be like we bring them to the city a good amount, and like there's little black circles all over the city.
Yeah.
And that's gum. That's
Yeah.
all gum, right? Or something else sticky.
See, now you're gonna tell him to do something. They're gonna be like, put your shoes where they're supposed to go, and he's just gonna be like, "What's the fucking point? People put
Exactly.
gum everywhere."
Oh,
Why
no, he's
even
been
have
awoken.
rules? Right?
Yeah.
Why even have rules? You can put gum underneath the booth at a diner. And you know what? He's not fucking wrong. All right. Thank you, caller. Let us pivot away from Gonzo holes and go to chat. Chat chose digit.
Hey there, jumpers. This is Chuck Palsky.
This is Toffee.
Hey.
Potato.
ABC, baby.
That was Corgi for the record. Yeah, we were all there live, and we had to watch you guys consume the feet of one Mike Minotti. And I guess we just wondered, what are your feelings about feet, and what's your favorite digit of the foot? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks. Shout out to WikiFeet.
Wiki, bro.
There was a lot more feet talk this whole trip than I thought there'd be.
100%. 100%.
And not just Mike's feet.
And I was
Yep.
expecting a lot. So
Yeah.
that says really a lot there. My favorite digit of the foot. I'm like thinking about it still in terms of eating Mike's foot. And so I'm going to say pinky because there's the least amount. And I could just do it like a popcorn shrimp and get it over with.
Oh, God.
Yeah?
I like the second one. It's the middle finger of the foot.
Wait,
I mean the second
Mm.
one.
All right. I'm going to look at my foot real quick.
The one that's just next to the big one.
That I guess
That's
it
not the
Is that your
middle.
longest? Or because my longest is the
What's
middle
wrong?
one.
Where you going?
Oh,
Yeah.
are we all looking at toes right now? I don't
Yeah, I'm
want
looking
Looking at
my
my
toes.
toes. Yeah.
I'm
Just-
So,
wearing
okay, so the big
socks
toe
and
and then the
slippers.
index toe and then the middle toe. My middle toe's the longest.
What?
Toes are
What?
fucking weird.
What? Why is your middle toe the
wait,
longest?
Wait. I thought you were saying that you have your big toe and then the one next to it is longer and then no, the one next to it is normal and then the one after that is your longest toe?
Yep.
No, like your fingers, like
Okay,
how
so this is going to be
the
different
ring.
for this is going to be different for people of varying levels of estrogen and testosterone. This is a real thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is. The
Yeah.
I
finger length
didn't
and
know
toe
that.
length?
Yes,
That's
it is.
crazy to me.
Yeah, yes.
My
This is a very stupid thing our bodies have decided to make different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually did it so like a correlation or not causation sort of thing where if you measure the ratio between your index finger and your middle finger, and I'm going to assume this is going to apply to toes as well, but the ratio could tell like how good you are at math or something like that in general, because it's like, oh yeah, if your ratio's there, you're going to have a better, your brain's going to be better at math. Like they've got it down to that much of a science. So yeah,
That to me is where it starts to feel a little less like science and a little
I'm
bit
sorry.
more like
a little bit phrenology.
what's the one? Yeah, a little phrenology.
Like,
Yes.
we're going to be measuring our fingers and our skulls. Yeah.
Ah, yes, my skull bones are shaped so I'll be good at STEM.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's why they're very careful to say correlation and not causation. Like
okay.
we don't know what's actually happening here.
Hey, I want everyone to take this thought experiment with the next time you see a Filipino person. All right, and this is as ambassador to the internet on behalf of the Filipino community. Welcome, everyone. I want you to look at the next Filipino person you see in person and look at their calves.
Oh, that's not something I'm comfortable doing.
No, I give
Well, I
permission.
have to ask them if they're Filipino first because that feels problematic too, Jan.
I'll be like, I got a hall pass from Jan, and they're like, yes, we know him. We all know each other.
Yeah.
We saw him at the meeting. He said okay.
Yeah. It's chill. Hey, if there's any of my kababayan here, chime in whether or not you got fat ass calves.
Is that what it is? It's just it's a large calf.
Yeah, I think it's just like a big calves thing where it's like,
Oh wow, look
this-
at this guy.
like
At that point, call it a cow, you know?
like here. Hey, ouch.
Look at that. Look at that beefy boy.
Where it's like one of those where it's like, wow, it looks like you can fucking kill someone with it. See,
Wow.
there we go. We got some confirms.
Yeah, it looks like a turkey leg you get at the Ren Fair or whatever. Yeah.
It's funny. It looks
Oh,
like
it
I'm
does.
a marathon runner, but I fucking suck at running.
Oh fuck. All right, good to know.
Go ahead and make an assumption. If worst comes to worst, they may either be like Burmese or Indo, and we bang with our Indo homies.
Oh
Cool.
god, I'm gonna be entered into some sort of fight. I can tell.
It's okay. Just tell them that I sent you, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, let's chill."
All right, Jan's cool. He
Cool,
speaks
cool,
for
cool,
us. Okay. All right, Grub. Back around to you, buddy.
All right. With your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl, E.B. May. What's the weirdest noise you can make with your mouth? Bye.
That's good.
That's
That
good.
was weird. Good point. Thank you, caller.
I think a moan. That's pretty weird.
Ew.
See?
Weird. Like
Confirmed.
I don't know. I don't know.
You made a weird one earlier.
I did.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
like
ah,
yeah.
like that one with the
Yeah.
out of-
Brain
out of tune
donkey.
string.
Yeah.
It's just like yeah, that was.
I mean, I make that sound a lot when I'm like
Mm.
thinking production wise, and like Grub can attest to this. He's heard me do this.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Ah!
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that.
I can do two extremely brief and specific impressions. I can do Toad when Toad says draw in Mario Party 2, and I can do Mickey Mouse when he says hot dog. So
Well,
the first one is
Oh.
draw. like that, right? And then
That's
this, thank you. And then the second one is hot dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on
Very
point.
good.
My dream.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you. Those are my
Well,
2 impressions. I'm an
we're all very
impressionist.
We're all very talented. Way to be. Thank you, caller, for the
yeah.
prompt. Appreciate it. All right, Toad, you're up. Bailey.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot who I was for a second.
I know
you
she's
just become-
disassociating.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You ended on Mickey. You were Mickey. My
I
bad.
was just very like, that was bad audio. All right, let's do best food.
Hi, this is Nathan from Tumwater, Washington. What's the best food for a hangover?
That's easy.
I've only been hungover twice.
Red Gatorade.
No.
Yes.
That's amazing. For
It has
real,
to be
Jan?
red.
For
Yeah.
real? Only twice?
Wow,
Okay,
Jan.
All right. Now,
Is that another Filipino thing, or you're?
Here's the other thing. Here's the other
cannot
thing.
be.
I feel like I'm fucking broken inside, and more so than normal.
Well, it seems
I-
like you're fixed. If that's what's happening, you're not hungover.
I was trying to, low key, I was trying to drink a lot during the week, and then I feel like I had a lot to drink, and then I just went back to the hotel and was like stone cold sober, and I feel fucking fine, and I hated it. Anyway,
Yep. Well,
bacon.
I think it. But yeah, because we did eat so much. That's why. Like
Yeah, it's a big part of it. We had some big
Sometimes-
meals.
when I go to like a wedding and I'm trying to get a little buzzed and just have a good time, like I just can't get the drunk I want to get. You know, like I'll get like 60% of the way there, and then I'm just like, this ain't working. Like I don't know what's happening. I've been there, man. It's
You're just
weird.
not every time, but most times you're not going to get hungover if you eat a big hearty dinner. And we were having the biggest, heartiest dinners.
We were
true.
going out.
Mhm.
we're
I
dining
was
on
not hungover
friendship
at all
as well.
that week. Yes, the
yeah.
tastiest of meals.
I love following up a night of drinking if I am the least bit hungover. Like, give me a freaking bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel,
That's
and
good.
I'm in the zone there.
Yeah, that's breakfast food. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, that sort of thing. That's the best for me.
Man, if the pantry was open 24/7, I would have just eaten there.
Yo.
all the time.
I miss when restaurants are open 24/7. That was a real boon time for me.
We had a nice little brekkie there, huh?
It was a good break. Yeah.
I ate too many chicken nuggets about 8 hours earlier, so I wasn't hungry enough for the pantry. I'm sorry.
It was like that place is an institution, you know? Wow, what was the cool thing we saw? Oh, the place where like you stand to pay.
Oh yeah.
At
There was
the
like
cashier?
a huge like divot in the floor.
Yeah. It was like 7 layers of linoleum exposed underneath
Whoa.
the floor because that's just like where people have been standing for 107 years, you know?
And then they had this man locked up
This
behind
poor
bars.
man behind bars processing credit card payments. It was crazy. The pantry's awesome. Go check it out. It's the only diner in all of California, apparently.
You forget our lovely institutions like Denny's and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Denny's.
Yeah. They got nothing in the pantry.
I'm going to go to IHOP and get that new Wonka menu. I'm going to eat purple pancakes, and it's going to make my insides turn strange colors.
We should
yeah.
all take a group trip to our own individual IHOPs and just like hop on a video call together.
Oh, yes.
I'm into it.
I'll pick up.
Did you guys know Wonka is a full musical, by the way? They've been hiding that from us.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
front to back?
It's a musical.
Well,
Yeah, hey, it's directed by the dude that made Paddington. I fucks with that.
wait a second. So
People
per
like
thi-
this movie, right? Has reviews? Have
I've been
reviews for it?
hearing good things
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And there's a character named Noodle, and my cat's name is Noodle. And I'm
Well,
like,
clearly
oh
it's
my
meant to
God, I
be.
got- it could be my cat, I got to check that shit out.
Yeah.
Question. Do people consider the Gene Wilder one to be a musical? It has a bunch
Yes.
of musical numbers.
He sings songs in it. Many people sing songs in it. I
Yeah.
would call that a pretty classic musical.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Right. I'm in agreement, but like apparently a lot of things can be musical and it doesn't depend. It's not like the ratio of like spoken word to musical, right? Like because surely Wonka is much more spoken word than it is musical, right? Like the original one.
Wait, which one?
The Gene Wilder one.
Gene
Gene
Wilder one?
Wilder one?
Yeah, but I don't think
Well-
it's ratio. If there are musical interludes where the characters are singing, it's definitely a musical.
Okay,
Especially,
cool.
Maybe there's just one song, it's like a bit,
Right.
Because
And
like
if
Star
there's
Wars Return of
many
the Jedi's got that fucking musical number in it. That's not a musical,
Right.
okay?
It's got
But
if
if
it has
there's like
many
3
numbers.
songs or more, I'm gonna say musical 100%
Yeah.
I'm with
of the
you.
time.
Although
I get
I
it.
will say that for it to be a musical, the song has to be treated as like something that's just sort of magically happening in universe. It's not like a character is performing a song. Like I just saw the new Hunger Games movie last night, and there were like 9 songs in that, but I would not call it a musical because it's just a character who's a performer is performing on stage. And so that to me is not a musical, but Wonka has fewer musical numbers, but I would call it a musical.
No, I get it because and also like the musical, like no one's like, hey, you're singing right now. That's weird, right? Like it's part of the world. Yeah, it's like a Broadway play. Yeah, I get it. Got it. Cool. That's decided. I didn't realize that they were hiding it from us. I wonder if that's deliberate.
I feel like they always hide musicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what the press used to do when they did their job, and now we can't trust them anymore to find out the truth about musicals or not musicals.
Yeah. The new
I
Mean
guess-
Girls is also a musical. No one's saying anything about this.
No,
There's
that
a new Mean
I knew
Girls?
that. I think I
Yeah.
knew that.
Well, it's,
yeah,
they're calling
I
it
think I
Mean
knew
Girls
that.
the musical.
They're
Yeah,
not.
it's
They're
called
just
that.
calling it Mean Girls.
Oh, what the
It's not-
fuck?
Oh, really?
I know.
That Color Purple one that's coming out. That's
a
based
musical?
on that's based on the Broadway musical, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And it has the cast from the Broadway musical, and I heard it's
Oh, it does.
fucking incredible.
Yeah. My wife saw it like 8 times
My
as a thank you as a
have to see.
when she did guided tours in New York, and so she loves it. And I'm like I'm finally excited to see it.
Interesting.
I love
Wonderful play. I'm really
musicals.
excited.
I love
Musicals are great. Has
Yeah.
anyone seen Assassins or heard Assassins by Stephen Sondheim? Best
Someone was
Sondheim
yelling
play,
at me.
underrated.
Someone was
Isn't that
yelling
with
at
the-
me that I should watch it, but I forget who that person was.
That's with Antonio
Might have
Banderas
been
and
me.
Sylvester Stallone Antonio
No.
Banderas and
No.
yeah, okay, no. All
It's
right.
got Victor Gerber in it, though, in the off-Broadway cast recording, which is the only one worth listening to. Because the regular Broadway cast recording has Neil Patrick Harris playing a sad Polish man, and it doesn't track.
Oh. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
A little inside tip.
Yeah, just fun fact from me to you, Assassins.
I'm down with the
Um,
Sondheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Of course. Okay, where are we in our list? Only a few more left to go here. We'll be wrapping up pretty soon. Jan, it's up to you.
Dan, pick a good one.
My baby.
My baby.
Hey everyone, this is Giuseppe in Las Vegas. Jeff Grubb, I'm the fella who was asking you to potentially sign my baby. It ended up not happening, but I'm wondering, what is the most unique thing that you've been asked to sign, by a fan that you've met? I also wanted to thank you all for hosting such an awesome live event, and I hope that you all have a really nice and restful rest of the year. Thanks. Love you guys.
Thanks, Giuseppe.
Thanks. Same to you.
It was nice meeting you, Giuseppe. You got a cute kid there. Next time I'll sign the baby, I just forgot my tattoo gun. So,
Oh, Jesus.
I signed someone's Chinese handheld, and I'm realizing now it's the second handheld I've signed. I previously signed someone's what's the crank one?
Playdate.
The
Playdate?
Playdate. Yes, I signed someone's Playdate before, and this time I signed a real deal Chinese handheld, and that was pretty funny.
No one's ever asked me to sign anything, and I think that's a real shame because I have a beautiful signature.
You have like a strong B?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good B. And then my last name starts with M, and that
I'm
can
a
get
bad
real
B.
loopy too. And then I just do like a really specific squiggle that implies a Y.
I love implied
Implied
Ys.
Y. Yeah.
Has anyone done done or know anyone who's done these like services that will design your own signature for you?
I've not done it, but I thought about
I've
it.
seen it.
That feels insane, though, right? That's insane,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Because you have
insane
to
on its-
recreate it.
On its face, it's insane, but I get what it's trying to do, I think.
Right. I guess you're supposed to have a signature, right? And then you're supposed to have a autograph signature because you want those things to be different, right? That's what I was told. This week for the first
I
time
didn't
in my
realize
life.
that. I didn't realize
Oh,
you're
yeah.
supposed to have two separate ones.
The signature you use to sign
Sign
checks,
checks,
should not
yeah.
be the one that you're just handing out
Like it's on my
willy-nilly to
mortgage.
people.
I don't. Yeah.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Guess you weren't around for that conversation. Sorry, Jan.
This is a problem that comes up for a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I also find that like you tell me to sign something 10 times and you'll get 10 different signatures. So
Yeah.
joke's on them,
I did my
guess.
best.
Yeah, that's weird.
That'd be silly to do.
That'd be silly. That'd be a silly thing to
If
do.
someone asked you to sign a body part, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, except the. Nope. Yep. I do anything.
If Giuseppe was immediately like, you don't have to sign the baby, and I was like, Giuseppe, I'm not going to sign the baby.
Yeah, it's not
but
up
if
to
Giuseppe
you.
had been very insistent about me signing the baby, I would have said no. But part of me would have been like, what the fuck? I'll just sign the baby.
Why wouldn't you sign the baby, coward? Sign a baby.
Right, that's how I feel now. No, you're right to call me out, Bailey. I think I was a little bit of a coward.
Yeah. What's
like a
the worst that could
washable-
happen?
Like a washable.
I could hurt the baby.
Baby's heads are made of Play-Doh. You just signed too enthusiastically and mushed right in.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
What if it's a Mr. Glass baby? Like,
Yeah, I get
problem.
it. I get it. You
Thank
just use one of those Crayola washables. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the move right there. I remember way back in the day, there was a meetup for the podcast I did at CNET, and we were signing someone's like bare back.
Hot.
What about their human back?
Yeah. They brought their bear with them. That's very kind to the bear.
I just remember doing it, and my co-host doing it, and the person was like so excited, not because we were doing it, because I think they were very drunk, and we signed them their back.
Yeah, and it's not safe to sign bareback. You got to wear protection for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like at least take a pill before, right?
That's how you get an STD, a signing transmitted disease.
Wow.
Nice.
Funny one.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
That's why you guys have me on.
I want to sign someone's
I love
keyboard.
humor.
Yeah.
I want to sign the bottom of someone's keyboard. Do that for me. Make that happen for me next time. That would bring me great joy.
Can't even sign the bottom of your own keyboard. It's lost in the mail.
Call back.
Orbital strike. Orbital strike.
That hurt. That hurt. Oh, that feels
Sorry.
bad. Oh,
So sorry.
If you're Filipino, I'll sign your calf. I'll let you sign mine back.
All right.
And then we can show everyone.
Glad somebody wins.
God, this is why I can't wear joggers.
Next time I see him, I'm just gonna bring it up.
Yeah,
because I don't think Chaim's got him.
No, Chaim's got
compromising
him.
picture of me and him at the bar where he's sort of like laying on me, and it looks like here's a older white fella with his young Filipino boy. And so if that picture gets out there, I'm already in trouble. And now I'm gonna start going around asking about his calves. That's not gonna be great.
It's all right. Just tell everyone that I gave you permission.
Okay, that's again, yes. I gotta remember I have the hall pass.
Yeah, you need to like actually make a card for him that he can carry around.
Yeah, I laminate it.
Oh, there was a conversation that Nikki Chaim and I were having about grub, but we're not going to repeat.
Okay.
Very proud of this, but yeah.
Oh, Bailey heard this too. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Beth
Yeah.
left backstage, I guess. All right. I'm gonna do one.
We brought this top. We were at the bar, and like Chaim and Jan are talking, and Jan's like, "I don't think Grub knows it." And then Chaim goes like, "Blood? Do you know blood?" I'm like, "Fucking yeah, we were doing that in middle school, like 25 years ago."
Yeah, why would he not know that? What do you
I'm
mean?
not allowed to do that on the internet. Actually, I don't know about that.
You just got us fucking whacked.
Oh no!
I turn after that happens. I turn and I yell at Bailey. Bailey, throw out the west side, and then just like the most. You don't have to do it. Just like the most confused
Because I don't
hand
remember
motions.
how.
Like your hand was broken or something, and you couldn't throw up the dub. And I'm like, God damn it, Bailey.
I didn't know how. They had to show me. I'm not cool.
Oh no.
God.
All right, this is definitely TOS.
It's fine.
All right,
It's fine. Chaim and I were just throwing gang signs at each other. What else is new?
that's cool. You did that at Korean barbecue too, didn't you?
Oh, so at that 80s bar,
Yes.
Chaim reaches over to me. It's like, yo, you think like Minotti looks Filipino from certain angles? And then he was like, I'm looking at him, I was like, the fuck are you talking about? Chaim goes like, yo, like half? And then like we conduct the most scientific test, and we tell Mike to point at something with his lips. And because he had pointed and lingered too long with his lips, he was invalidated from looking Filipino.
Yeah, it's like if you pee too much in the cup for a drug test.
Exactly.
Oh, it's all coming together for Minotti now. He now understands why how that happened.
Yes.
That's good.
I'm glad. I like that he really did not ask in the moment. He just like, yep, this is my birthday. This is what happened.
It was great because like as soon as he did it, Michael and I look at each other like, nah. For a second, we thought.
It was his birthday for like 11 days. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was the actual night of his birthday. I thought was a very like Menotti appropriate celebration. We ate a bunch of meat. No one made anyone eat any fruit. And then we went and danced at an 80s dance club that had the year he was born in the name of it. Like,
It's true.
Yep. It was a good time.
it was a fun
That was a fun bar, Bailey.
time.
Thank you for taking us there. That was a
Yeah,
really
that
good
was
time.
that was great.
I am always happy to be the cruise director when you guys come to Los Angeles.
I appreciate that.
I've got it in me to do it. I love when people have a good time, especially when they're visiting me, because then they might visit more, and then we can all have good times.
Well, it is Los Angeles, but yes, it was very fun. Thank you for doing.
Hey, I end up coming away from Los Angeles these last couple times being like, it's all right. I'm never going to live here, but it's all right. Like, yeah, that's better than most places I go to.
Yeah, I think I'd be a completely different person if I was like LA Jan, though. Like,
yeah, that's
yeah, LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be LA Jan.
It'd be like a skosh darker, you know?
Do you guys put the article in front of the highway when you talk about highways in San Francisco, Jan? Like the 101?
No. Only
That's
LA
just-
thinks
that's
it's
just LA.
important.
That was the big difference when I moved from Northern California to Southern
It is,
California
okay.
was
It is a big
getting
difference,
used
okay.
to that article before the name of the freeway.
Right. Okay.
It's-
Yo, hop on
I
the
think-
280. I say the.
Yeah, but I think well no, because you say like the Parkway, the Turnpike, you say stuff like that too, but not the number.
The 101, the 5.
Yeah.
No, I say that. I
90.
say the
I think-
like the 280.
The 90.
Well, then spiritually, you're one
I
of
don't
us.
say
You
the
should just
90,
live
I say
down here.
90.
No.
Just get on 90, go east. Yeah, that's I would never say the.
Yo,
think the
jump on
thing
one. Yeah, the 101. Yeah.
Yeah, you do say it, I guess.
You
I'm
got
a
some Southern
PCH.
California in you, brother. I think that's what we got. That's what we're realizing.
No.
This is why we
It's just-
can't have you living in LA. It would be unlocked.
LA
A werewolf
really is.
would come out.
Yeah, you would be toast for sure.
Yeah.
Bailey would have a coworker that she could regularly see. We can't have that.
Would hate that for me.
I guess I think the thing I despise the most about LA is just how much of like a slap in the face it is to just like city planning. Like I realize like there's not any American city that is truly like the right way to make a city. I think you could argue like New York is probably the closest to that, but my God, they just sort of like
Do
poured
you
out
not
a
like
city.
our collection of neighborhoods?
They just poured out a city in a bowl and like they were like, all right,
That one's like was really made after the car, right? Like the automobile. Was like,
it had to be.
yeah, that's the only. New York pretty much laid out before the vehicle, before the car, and LA definitely could only be possible in a world where someone's like, "Well, I own a Buick, I'm gonna use it." Like, yeah,
Yeah. I've seen like photos of streets in Hollywood where like horse-drawn carriages are being pulled down them. Like Cahuenga goes way back or whatever.
Sure.
But like, yeah, the entirety of Los Angeles really only is made possible by the existence of freeways and the things that go on them.
Yes. Okay.
Do y'all not have bike lanes? Because every time we're on the
we do.
sidewalk,
I've never
like,
noticed.
there's like a gaggle of folks on scooters, almost like fucking like hitting
Scooter
us
gang.
with their scooters.
Yeah, there were scooter gangs for sure.
Okay.
We saw that. I don't think LA is like proud of that. I don't think they're like jazzed about it. Everyone seemed to.
I don't think
not
anyone
be.
is proud of their scooters.
Yeah,
No one
maybe,
likes
I
a
don't
scooter.
know.
Really dorky, and you can really
Oh,
hurt yourself.
Oh, I love riding a scooter.
It looks
Every
so
chance I get.
dorky, and you can
No,
really hurt
those-
yourself, and they're very unsafe.
Yep, all of those are checks in the positive column for me.
Great. Where do I sign? Oh man. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's my turn. Let's do more harm than good.
I was trying to explain what the term canon meant in media to my girlfriend yesterday.
Okay.
And oh my God, I'm so ashamed to admit how quickly that just devolved into a discussion about slash fic and wincest. I think I did more harm than good, guys.
Wait, what?
You heard him?
Those are
Wait,
non-canon.
What part? What part
Yeah.
is the what in reaction to, Jeff?
When they listed stuff, the what, and what, it resulted in
Slash
what?
fic, wincest. Excuse me.
yeah.
Wincest, yeah.
Those were the two that I heard. Was there another one
It's
listed?
incest,
Just
but
those
you're
two.
winning.
No, it's specifically supernatural fan / fiction between the two Winchester brothers, Dean and
Wait.
Sam Winchester.
For real?
Wait.
Yeah, so it's called Wincest.
Wait.
That's the
Winchester?
term. That's the Sam and Dean Winchester.
He's breaking.
what?
He's breaking.
And so that's called Wincest. That's the
Hockey,
name for that.
sandwiches.
That's the name for that ship.
I'm malfunctioning.
I didn't participate in that. I watched a few seasons of Supernatural. Mostly I've just been on Tumblr my whole life.
Wait, what? I don't understand anything you just said, little kid. What?
Okay, we'll start basic. Have you heard of the show Supernatural? It ran for
Yes.
a million seasons on the CW.
Wait,
Great.
oh, this was a very online show, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a huge favorite of people on Tumblr with no lives, and also me, unrelated person, also on Tumblr with no life. But I never got into it in the like fan fiction way, but I was aware of what the ship names were because I think that's crazy. So
Got it.
Wincest was the name for if you were like, I think these two brothers should kiss, which is okay. Sure, guys, if that's what you want, I suppose. And then there was Destiel, which was the other major one, which was Dean and the Angel Castiel.
Oh, okay.
And
It sounded like
that
Beast
guy-
Seal to me, so I didn't know
If I'm
where we were
remembering
going.
correctly, Castiel in the end of the show does confess his love for Dean, and then he gets killed and sent to Super Hell. So
Wow.
that's
Super
what
Hell
the
sounds kinda
showrunners
cool.
thought of that.
I'm back on board with Super Hell. That's
And
pretty
slash
dope.
fic just refers to like, oh, Spock / Kirk. Like there's a slash there telling you which characters are gonna fuck.
And Caller got there just from explaining the word canon.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably
That's
easier ways
intense,
to
you know?
explain canon, but I could see how this happens.
I wonder if they got to nodding. Like that's what I need to know
What?
if they managed to
Wait,
describe what that
that's
term
when
was.
that's where you ship the characters from Notting Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, so I knew about shipping. I learned about shipping the hard way, but also from the very online show is how I learned about shipping.
Bailey,
Yeah.
no. What is
Sorry.
no, what
the,
is
the
it?
chat really wants me to tell you or really doesn't want me to tell you, and I can't
Well,
tell
then
which.
you have to tell us. Here we go.
What, the Notting
Okay,
Hill stuff?
so to describe
Sorry,
to
that
you
was a
what
word.
to describe to you what nodding is, I have to describe to you first what AO3 is.
I know what that is. I know what
We
that
have
is.
of our own. Wait, listen.
No, you. I don't think. All right, I don't think you do, but that's fine. Sure, go ahead.
So AO3 is the sort type. It's a genre of fan fiction and regular fiction. Sometimes people just write books like that.
Yeah.
Where they're in a universe where there are alphas and betas and omegas, like people are wolves. Like people are wolves in this dynamically. Even though that study was proven to be false and there aren't actually
I'm glad I
alpha
took my
males in
medicine
wolf
today. I'm going to
packs.
need it for this. All right.
Yeah, that's true. Buckle up.
So once you're cool with the fact that people are wolves in this universe, basically, you then have to understand what nodding is, which is a thing that wolves do in real life, that they do when they mate. And
What do they do?
oh god, I'm trying to think of how to describe to my 3 coworkers. I've reached a point of no return on this one.
Wait. Okay.
ABO,
Yeah.
not AO3. Thank you. Sorry, FC Druid. FC Druid got me. Yeah, ABO. I was thinking AO3 is a different thing.
Yeah, AO3 is an archive of their own, which is like a big
Yes.
website with a
Oh.
ton of slash.
Yeah.
it's like
That's
a
totally different.
Wikipedia
That's
for
totally
shipping.
different. ABO is where the Omegaverse exists, and
Okay.
That's what that's called. And so nodding is when the wolf alpha sticks their genitalia into another wolf's
Oh yeah.
hole, and then the
corkscrews in.
genitals, kind of make it so they can't come out anymore
Sure.
Oh, that's it?
for alpha reasons.
For alpha reasons, yeah.
But then they have people
Come
doing
on.
that. Then they have people doing that in the ABO fiction. So
Okay.
Man.
there you go.
That's
Yeah, I
it?
mean,
Would
nothing.
you
Come
use like
on.
a hitch, or would you? What kind of knot would you use?
Wait, I
Mm,
don't know, like a fisherman's knot.
Square knot, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show.
That's
man,
it. That's
huh?
all people were freaking out about. I thought it was gonna be something worse than that. Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of it's very. I think when you read it, when you read a human character doing it to another human character is when it really starts to not to use a turn of phrase that's too appropriate here, but unravel. So yeah, now you know about that. And now everyone knows that I already knew about that enough to tell you that off the top of my head.
Yeah, people do weird stuff with their genitalia in real life. This isn't too shocking. I'm all right.
No,
We're going to be
no,
okay
no.
here, everybody.
Good. Thank God.
Yes.
I have to say one thing. People don't give me enough credit for the segues that I have to do on this show. And with that, we'll go to
you don't have to
chat.
do them.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I thought it'd be something weirder. That's it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm a little let down too.
I'm glad you're let down. I explained it very gently, so I'm glad you're let down.
Yo, we could get like another level of Susio in this bitch, you know? And we're almost there. Let's just go.
Yeah, it's almost New Year's, right?
Koa, did you use the word canonical? Did you just explain that that's where that comes from? Just canon is canonical.
Seems like you could have avoided a whole conversation.
You could have saved some time here, probably. Yeah.
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
I hope maybe next time. All right, we'll do the impossible pivot once again, and we'll go to chat for the final voicemail of the day. Chat chose Indian cheese.
On the topic of cheese with various ethnic foods, which is a topic that I care deeply about as an Indian American person.
Nice.
Indian food can totally be eaten with a bunch of cheese, like all over it, basically. Like paneer, first of all, is just a given type of like masala or gravy, just with chunks of farmer's cheese added to it, and also Indian pizza. I think is proof that you can just put any basic kind of like masala or like curry, like sauce on bread with cheese, and it's fucking delicious. Yeah.
We went to
very good.
Oh, sorry. We went to an Indian restaurant and had some paneer, and yeah, it was very good. And it's because I was like looking into my own lactose intolerance, and it was like, oh yeah, most of the world doesn't eat cheese because they didn't grow that lactose tolerance into adulthood, so it never even occurred to them. But apparently it's a little bit more mushier than the internet made it out to be. So it's like, yeah, no, parts of India definitely had a lot of cheese.
It's good.
I still think
paneer is not a particularly high lactose cheese too. Like you're fine.
Right. It's probably what it is, right? They use different kinds of cheeses a lot of times. Yeah. I still think like cheese on what I think of like Chinese food would be weird to me, but I think maybe I just haven't learned enough about Chinese food, which is entirely possible.
No, I think you're right on the money, Grub. I can't immediately think of any Chinese food that I would throw cheese on. Like orange chicken, but that's probably the least Chinese of Chinese food.
Yeah. It just flavor-wise doesn't like, and I love cheese, don't get me wrong. I'm not supposed to eat it. It makes me very, very ill, but I do eat it anyway. And I don't think I would put it on Chinese food, a different thing that I love.
I think that they spice it in such a way that it doesn't make sense because it like I think it didn't occur to them to use cheese.
Yo, throw that shit on Korean food though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Some mozzarella and some tteokbokki. Oh my God.
The what do we have at the Korean barbecue?
Corn cheese.
We had beef.
Oh my! I ate that corn cheese and was just like, I was like, oh my! I was like, oh my fuck!
So
oh my
good.
fuck! Yeah. Oh.
I remember Minotti very bravely ate one kernel of corn. Like I did it. Like good for you.
See, that's when I knew he was truly a broken man. I was like, you can't get on board with corn cheese, like
corn and cheese. Corn is in everything. Cheese is on everything.
You didn't do it, Mike. You freaking like stuck your tongue out like a little lizard.
Mike did eat something, and then it was like because Dan was afraid.
The steamed egg.
Right,
that was good too.
Oh,
that was really good. And,
yeah,
and I mentioned like, hey Dan, Mike tried it, and then Dan immediately was like, I'm gonna eat it then.
Me too.
It was funny that they were like one-upping each other with the most basic of food experiments, right?
I ate a cheese. I ate an egg. Congratulations. Very good for you.
I ate too much meat.
I did
put a
try the
napkin in my
anchovies.
lap.
That was my first anchovy, and I thought
That's very exciting.
They were salty little treats. I think what happened is I'm going to need to like go in it again because I'm like, now that I know the flavor profile, I'm like, I can have that anticipation and be like, oh yeah, it's going to be nice and salty.
We'll have to
Wasn't
hit that
sure what
place
to
up next
expect.
time you guys are in town. That
That'd be
with
great.
the shishito peppers. That was so good.
Yes,
that place
that
was
was
amazing.
They had really good bancha there, you know?
Yeah.
They did. And they kept like refilling stuff and not like making a big deal about it. I was like, all right. Love that.
It ruled real hard.
I learned how to do another different type of cyclone with a soju bottle, so I can show that off.
Yeah.
And this one is actually functional.
Everything was super dope. I want to get back there.
That was the night I was surprised that I didn't have a hangover the next day, for sure.
I think what it is if I drink brown, I'm good for the get down. If it's clear, you're not going to see me here.
Oh,
cool.
It's a new one.
Yeah,
Respect.
Tequila and I
Bars.
do not get along.
Nah, no, me neither. That's the last time I jumped in a dumpster.
All my homies are getting down with tequila. I'm like, what the fuck?
Me too.
Y'all don't want to.
I'm in my tequila arc also.
No one wants to drink a bottle of JMO with me anymore. All right, fine.
Yeah, I'm past the dark stuff, like for sure.
Damn.
I grabbed a free drink at the Game Awards thing for Jan and myself, and I just got 2 gin and tonics because I'm like, whatever, Jan's an adult. I bet he'll drink a gin and tonic. No. He's like, what is this? It's disgusting. Like, I'm sorry. It's a gin and tonic.
Is it? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jan.
You think because it's so close to my name that I'd really enjoy it because I can easily insert my name into it.
Yeah.
A gin and tonic, so easy, and yet
it was.
You were pissed about it. You were like, how did you not psychically know my drink is a whiskey sour with no egg white? Sorry.
It's fine. We pivoted and we were all on the same page every night after that. It's fine.
Lessons learned.
You like the drink that's like the drink I like, except instead of whiskey, it's a different liqueur. But shouts out to Young Stu because I had that gin and tonic. I'm like, I'm upset. I don't want to drink this anymore. And then I saw Young Stu. I'm like, yo, Young Stu, don't think this is weird, but can you finish this G&T for me? And he was like, Jan, I'd love to, buddy.
He's so nice.
Love Young Stu.
What a giver.
Me too.
Love
He's
Young
the
Stu.
best. Oh my god.
God.
Well, listen, folks. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Graham.
I was just gonna say it is probably apocryphal that the British thought tonic would cure malaria, right? They're like, well, we got to cut down this tonic with some gin. They just wanted to drink gin, right? That's all that
Find
was.
another way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We're all. in
Gin and
agreement here.
juice is disgusting. I don't like gin.
Yeah, that I can't get behind.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I like gin though.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
No,
Actually.
we drank a lot of different stuff. We did okay.
We sure did.
We sure did.
Shouts out to Nikki for ordering the drink I wanted to order the second time because I had choice paralysis and got shy.
Thanks for bringing me a drink during my night show, Bailey. And by that, I mean letting me steal your drink.
Yeah, I brought 2 drinks in as a bit, and then I was like, I don't need 2 drinks. Actually, I'm good.
It was good.
Yeah, Ben did a great job. Shout out to Ben, the bartender.
Thank you, Ben, the bartender. There was really tasty stuff. That was a great night. And thank you, everyone who tuned in to that and this and called 707 exit flu. That's the phone number. We're going to do one more show this year, folks. That's going to be a week from today, the 21st. And then we'll take the next one off, but we'll be back in the new year. So you got one last chance to make your voicemail for 2023 count. Call us up, leave us a voicemail. Thank you so very much to Bailey Myers, to Jeff Grubb, to Jan Ochoa. Thank you, chats all over. And thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us this year. It's been a lot of fun driving the dump truck around the block. We're wasting tons of gas, but who cares is what I say, right? It's a cul-de-sac. We don't need to do it, but we're doing it anyway. Until next time, we'll see you soon.
Get
Bye.
knotted up. Thursday.